Yo, what's happening, y'all? Another edition. Y'all know what it is. Trilogy Vision. Me and my brother Leo. We back at this thing again. I don't waste shit every fucking where. Motherfucker. God damn. Man, what a hell of a way to start off, huh? Damn.
Well, I guess it's a start. It's all about how you feel. It's all about how you in the race.
Yeah, I fucking slipped down at the beginning. All right, any fucking way. Well, we back again. Y'all already know how we do it. Y'all know how we get into it. We make shit happen. We don't play around. Y'all know what it is. Me and my brother. So, as y'all can see, the fucking title. No, it ain't no clickbait. Um, who shot Tupac? That's September the 7th, 1996 in Vegas. So, first of all, I want to get off into this little fucking video. Don't call me now. People calling me. It's too late. Don't call me. I ain't been answering my damn phone anyway. So I've been on some other shit. I ain't been answering no calls, taking no calls, no texts. You calling me? Look, people still calling me. Yeah, it's just I'm on some other shit right now. You're just gonna have to wait. Already, they didn't answer when I fucking call them. Shit. I mean, hey, they call me and hold the phone, so it is what it is. I'll get back with you. But anyway, I want to jump off into this shit right here, man. I want to check this shit out here. Where am I? What was I? Yeah, right here. I'm in the right spot. Okay, so let's check this clip out right here.
Tupac Shakur case. The legendary rapper's life cut short right here in Las Vegas in a drive-by shooting more than 21 years ago.
Well, this potential break comes after a confession in a brand new documentary.
Dwayne Keith Davis says he was in the car when a fellow passenger shot and killed Tupac near the Las Vegas Strip.
And right now, 13 Action News anchor Masa Saidi is on that scene right now with the potential next steps from police. Masa.
And Todd, Trisha, Davis says Tupac's killer has been dead for years, but tonight the question is, can Davis potentially be charged for that TV view? Right now, one of the detectives who worked this case that unfolded here is providing us new insights.
It was pretty much common knowledge who did it.
Retired homicide detective Phil Ramos says soon after the shots were fired, Las Vegas police zeroed in on Tupac's potential killer, a man named Orlando Anderson. Ramos says the rapper had beat Anderson up that very night, but the case soon hitting roadblocks and going cold.
It's kind of a given. Gang members don't talk to cops, especially on murder cases, and that's what happened on this case.
That's until Anderson's relative, an ex-gangster, dropped a bombshell in an interview. Dwayne Keith Davis says on September 7th, 1996, he was in the car as Anderson allegedly opened fire. Do you find this information credible?
Can't just take the guy's word for it.
Davis now coming forward because he reportedly has cancer. Ramos says detectives will have to corroborate everything, considering Davis's past.
He was reluctant and told the cops a whole different story in the beginning, and now he's going forward with this story.
Tonight, it's unclear whether this latest story will finally solve one of the most high-profile murders of all time.
We gotta start making changes. Learn to see me as a brother instead of two distant strangers.
Bringing closure for fans and investigators. Ramos says this information verifies one thing: they were likely on the right track all along.
Okay. I know. So, we keep getting this who killed Tupac thing. But the uncle keep saying that his nephew did it. But I want you to check out something though. This is the main thing that I'm trying to figure out myself here. All right. Let's see. Let's pull this up. That's not it. Virgin lungs, huh? Shit. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? It's not here. It's not here. Tupac. I said Tupac. Shooter. Car. And BMW. What the fuck? Oh my god. How did I go there? Alright. Okay. Tupac. Shooter. Car. And BMW. Alright. Let's see what I get out of this. Okay, they got that car, they got down there. I'm still not giving me the. Hold on 1 second, I'm gonna get it. Let's see. 1996. Dun. Okay. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go back here because I got it here somewhere. Just give me 1 second. I just want to see this. Back to my no. Okay. I'll channel. Cool. Okay. Now we're getting to more. Back again. Damn, what the fuck was that? Fuck did I pass it up? Let's just watch this shit. Where in the fuck is it? I like literally just watch this. Okay, I know what we do have though. All right, we do have transcript. I got a transcript. Look, what actually happened. Sorry,
I'm only going to include one. The other one is a retired police officer that was doing security at the MGM. He really doesn't say anything during the transcripts. He just confirms that Orlando Anderson was the guy wearing that 13 jersey. Correct. And was that the Mike Tyson / Bruce Seldon fight? Yes. And that was the weekend of September 7th, 1996. Yes. And this is pretty shortly after the Lakewood Mall fight. Yeah. That's the reason why it really spilled over there. You know, that's what I mean. That's the reason why. Now, fair to say you were in jail and didn't see or participate in any of the events that occurred around the Tupac Shakur killing, correct? No, I didn't.
All right. See, you know the killing thing about this? They been had this. You know that?
Oh, yeah.
They've been had this this transcript. Dude Ben had gave a testament, testified on this shit, which is crazy because I want to get out to the part to the fucking car. Hold up. Let me.
It was very, especially with him not having Big Dre with him. Now, we all don't go. He knew Death Row people were there, and that's for sure. He knew that. Everyone knew Death Row people were there. Everyone knew Death Row was there. Death Row knew we were there before we even got there. Not me. I'm just saying the neighborhood. Right. Yeah, did Big Dre tell you about what happened at the fight? Did he see the fight? Did he see the aftermath of the fight in terms of Orlando getting beat down? He didn't see it, or he'd have been right there with him. They linked up after Orlando got together and walked off and met with his uncle. Uncle Keefy D, yes. At some point, there was a decision made.
So this is actually somebody that wasn't even in the fucking car. So that is how they got charges that they brought up against your boy. They really getting him now because they got a witness that they already have that's still alive that wasn't in the car. And from what they're saying, the motherfucker seen everything. Well, he know because I guess he's a gang member too, of course.
Big Dre tell you, man, after leaving the MGM, yeah, they didn't have nothing set in stone on what they wanted to do, but the whole idea was to catch him. And to catch who? Tupac and Suge. Now, did you find out how they got firearms, or did they bring firearms with them? How did they have firearms? The witnesses said this. It says, Zip, one of those players out of New York, out of Harlem. That's how actually we met Puff. Trying to coordinate, linking up with the homies too. If he gets the gun from Zip. You know what 662 means, right? Why don't you tell go to 662, right? Correct. Well, let them know what was going on. We were beefing. We already was beefing, but it's on. And of course, you're like, okay, let's get this together. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to meet you guys over there. And it's fair to say communication was a little bit more difficult back in 1996. Yes. Very different. So that's why the gap of time, because in that case, they would have been in the MGM instantly. Like, you know, anything's accessible right there. You hop on the freeway, boom, you're there. But they just went on their own way. So Dre tells you what happens. Like, do they see Tupac or Suge at 662? Not actually at 662. On the way to 662, they see him. They said how they seen him. Suge and them had an entourage of cars behind them.
Okay, here's the breakdown right here.
You know, like different people, homies.
Nah, like I say, the nephew keeps saying that the uncle keeps saying his nephew shot him. But Suge saying the nephew didn't do it. So somebody lying.
Possibly security behind them. And what they said, what caught their eye, was they seen some girls who were like, oh, that's Tupac, screaming at the car and things like that, like Tupac. So that alerted them because they didn't know what car Tupac was in at the time. So they signaled him like Tupac was in one of those 745s or 750s, whichever it was. So T Brown merged in a certain way because remind you, the homies was an entourage and they kind of just zoomed right up on the side of Tupac where they was at. So I'm going to stop you right here. You said,
again, we talked about this. How in the fuck would they be able to get past all them cars with all the security, all the homies? I don't get it.
T Brown. Dre told you T Brown was driving. Yeah, T Brown was driving. Keefy D was in the passenger side. Orlando was in the passenger rear. Right side of DeAndre. DeAndre was on the left side. And you said T Brown was known as somebody that could drive pretty well. T Brown was one of those people that did a lot of dirt. So he had to drive away from a lot of people in his lifetime. He was actually good at it, you know? So he was a pretty good wheelman? Yes. And then you say Keefy D was in the front passenger seat? Yes. Does that surprise you that Keefy D would be in the front? I mean, given the fact of his statue of that he's an OG, would it make sense that he would be in the front? Yeah, he wasn't going to get in the back. And then you said Orlando was behind his uncle. Was he behind his uncle? Yeah. And then you said Big Dre was on the driver's side back. Yeah, behind Terry. Okay, and so did Big Dre tell you what happens after they seen Tupac? Yeah, they got on the side of him. Keefy handed the gun to Lane. Orlando Anderson yes, Orlando Anderson. Hit to him, and honestly, if it wasn't for Orlando sitting right there, I think he would hand it to Dre first because Dre was on the right side. But knowing just what happened to Orlando, he was going to give Orlando a chance to redeem himself in some kind of way. You know what I mean? I'm going to give you the option to do your thing. So in gang culture, it's the person who took the beating. So it is exact who gets revenge, right? Because who's going to take the initiative? You don't take the initiative for yourself. Would it be fair to say that would be expected of Orlando Anderson? For sure, Orlando. He wasn't coming back to Compton with nothing being done. That would have put smut all over. With everything that he feel he gained by being in a gang war and what level he was on, by him going back after getting stomped out like that, now everybody feels like you're not who you say you are. You know what I mean? And so you said gun passed from Keefe D to Orlando. That's what Dre told you? Yeah. That's exactly what he told me. But it's fair to say that Dre told you that Tupac's vehicle, the BMW, was actually on the driver's side. Is that correct? Yes. So what does Dre tell you what happened after Keefe D passes the firearm to Orlando Anderson? All right, so he passed the firearm to Orlando. Orlando did not have a clear shot. Big Dre is 6'6". At this time, he's around 370, 400 pounds. He's big. I mean, my time of knowing things, you're not going to reach over because shells will be popping in Big Dre's face and all kind of stuff. Can't bend down or anything, he's too big. So basically said, he's on my side, I'll do it. But it was like, it was only a split second. The way I'm explaining it might seem a little slow, but this is how he did it. Lane couldn't get a clear shot. Boom. Dre said, give me the pistol. Got the pistol. Boom. Did his thing. Did the shooting. Now you hear a lot of speculation about the big arm. Authority was just like, we're not going to tell those things. Dre told you. That's exactly what Dre told me. He did the shooting. Okay, did Dre tell you he did the shooting? He did the shooting. And based on his size, where he says he was positioned in the car, he was in a better position to do it, period. Okay, one thing I didn't ask you is, did he ever tell you what car they were in, what kind of car? It was a white Cadillac that was renting from, I believe, Terry's mother or his brother. I know his brother used to rent cars a lot for him. I don't know which one. It was a brown. And did Dre tell you what happened after Dre shoot? Yeah, he said after he did the shooting, the entourage that was behind Sugar and them, he said once, they tried, it was about her. He says that Trayvon was trying to chase him down. He was in the car with someone else. I don't know who it was. But Trayvon sent a couple of shots at them, at Keefe D's way. Keefe D and them, they tried to pursue chase. But Terrence got, he got away. He maneuvered. There was some girls that were trying to follow him as well. Dre and them, he said they just gave him a couple of back. Boom, 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 He said that he veered basically, and that's how they kept going. So did Big Dre tell you what they did after the shooting? He didn't exactly tell me.
All right, so there we have that. So, like I said, this guy is saying that dude leaned over out of the car. That dude was 400 pounds. Think about this. From what you know about the case or whatever, who you think was the shooter?
Man, all of them is the shooter.
No. It wasn't but one shooter. All of them wasn't passing the gun around, pulling the trigger. I'm talking the trigger man.
What I'm saying is that if they already got,
I know they all will be charged because they all accessory. They participated. I'm saying the actual trigger man.
Ain't nobody gonna know who the shooter is if the shooter is dead.
I'm asking from what you've gathered, what you know, the information you have.
What I'm saying is what I done gathered is that if one said he didn't shoot, then the other one saying that guy wasn't the shooter, the guy said the guy that's dead was the shooter, then none of us know who really the shooter is.
No, I know that much. I'm saying, who do you think? Not.
Well, I didn't follow. Sure. I didn't follow the case like that, because if that's the case, when he
no,
got shot.
I'm saying okay. Let me give you a scenario. It's four guys in the car. It's four guys in the car. That's why I'm trying to pull this diagram up so you can see. But anyway, it's four guys in the car. One driving, the shot caller, which is the uncle. He on the passenger side. They in the 9.6 Cadillac, the Ville. They got room in them. Okay, dude, Big Dre is in the passenger seat on the back. No, in the driver's side in the back, and Orlando is on the passenger side in the back.
Yeah.
They said they was riding around looking for the niggas. So they went to the club. The niggas didn't come yet, so they left the club. They say they seen Tupac hanging out the window, hollering at some chicks or whatever, and they made a U-turn. They didn't even supposed to make a U-turn, but they seen him, so they made a U-turn and pull up on side of. Fucking the uncle said he gave Big Boy the gun because it was on his side. Because the uncle say if we'd have pulled up and they was on my side, I would have shot. So he gave the gun to Big Boy that was in the back driver's seat because he had the clear shot. And he was talking about, nah, man, nah. So he got cold feet or something. He was scared. So they say that the nephew grabbed a gun out of his hand and reached over him and shot into the car. I mean, I can't see that. I can't see a nigga shooting over a dude that big, because you got to think about the gun casings coming out, because I don't think no casings was on the scene, because I think the gun was fired from inside the car so they could keep the bullets, you know what I mean, the shell.
Yeah.
So I think they only got bullets out of his body. That's how they matched and knew what size caliber. So I never heard of no shell cases on the scene. So, but then hold up, we can go back as far as the witnesses saying, let me pull it up, saying that they seen a big black arm out the window. Okay, so now where is this leading you to? What you get from that? Because of the information right there I just gave you. Like common sense.
We know if they shot in the car. You know, a lot of people have some hearing problems right now though, because a gunshot in the car, and you say it's what, 3 people in it or 4?
It was 4 people in there.
So no dust or nothing got on anybody's clothes or in the car that it was in. Because if the casings fell on the car, it's still gonna have ashes from the kickback of the pistol of the shell coming out the side of the pistol.
Yeah, I'm saying.
But like I said, I don't know. They saying this guy did it. Like my thing is that I don't know who did it, because we could be talking to the killer. They could be talking to the killer. The killer could be sitting watching all of this shit.
I was just asking with the information that you have right on hand. Like all what I told you, and with a witness saying that they seen a big black arm out the window. It wasn't number one big black fucking nigga in the car, bro, on that side. So you telling me the skinny dude reached over there and shot out? His arm ain't no big black arm. It don't make sense for him to reach out of the car. Is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, let me pull this up right quick.
And if Tupac was hanging out the window like that, don't you think motherfuckers would have been taking pictures and shit? They did have cameras back then.
They got one picture that he had took, but I'm saying he was talking to some chick. He rolled up on some chick.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. If Tupac hanging out the window of like, if you go back to Tupac videos when he hanging out the windows and doing all this thing and yelling at females, he's really hanging out the window, and people really like, oh, Tupac. Well, you know, the crowd that brings, that's Tupac at that time, and
exactly. Okay, exactly. That's how they seen who he was,
and that's what I'm saying. So
that's what got it.
They only got one picture out of all of them people out in Vegas.
I mean, yeah, well, I would say, because you got to think about it. You had to have a camera. You ain't had no fucking phones back then. So if you ain't had your camera,
you keep cutting out.
Yeah, you did cut out. Because if you didn't have a camera, then I mean, you get nothing. Because you had to have your camera locked, load, ready.
But you're talking about Vegas. Ask the question is this.
Well,
When did
well,
Vegas
this is
when did
go ahead.
when did Vegas get all their cameras installed in Vegas?
They been had cameras.
This is what I'm saying. If they can get see the dude getting beat down in the casino,
Yes.
don't you think that fight would have generated you just like I said the other day, if it's a bar fight and it lingers outside, it's gonna be people coming outside following who fighting and oh man, they into it, that's Tupac them, and it'd have been a
Yeah.
parade behind them dude. I'm saying,
Okay.
and that's the only camera they got of somebody getting shot. That's the only
No, no,
picture
no.
they got of somebody getting shot. Huh?
No. We got more. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Let me get to this right quick. Hold that thought. What you said about the parade. I got something to show you. But let me finish this up right here, and then we're gonna dive right on that. We're gonna dive right on that.
Like arm that pulled the trigger.
I believe that was Gaddafi. You know, Gaddafi, he seen the person's face, he seen.
All right.
Who was the one that said when Tupac got shot in Vegas, it was a big black arm that pulled the trigger?
I believe that was Gaddafi. You know, Gaddafi, he seen the person's face, like Gaddafi said, he seen the car pull up as if they was looking for somebody, and they looked into their car. And then when the car got up to Pac, Gaddafi said, all I seen is an arm. If I'm not mistaken, I think he did say a black arm come out. I don't know if he said big or whatever. He just said the color was a dark skin arm. You know what I mean? And that's when he said it's like his stomach dropped because he already knew what it was. He said, once I seen the arm come out, I just knew that what time it was. And that's when he heard the gunshots. And, you know, everything, it happened. And it's almost like seconds when these things happen. So nobody really paying attention. When it comes to that, nobody will be looking like who face it is. You understand? And even Gaddafi, I don't think he recalled the face. He just said when he seen that arm come out the window, he knew what was about to happen. And once you hear bullet shots, and once you hear bullets, it's not like, you know, nobody thinking about who did it. You know, everybody, you go into panic mood. You know, you go into panic mood, and you just trying to survive. You understand? But that's what Gaddafi said, if I'm not mistaken. But that was what Gaddafi said. You understand? So ain't no telling, bro. I don't even know how many people, we don't really know, because like you said, you hear so many conflicting things. You understand? You hear so many different things, and ain't no telling whose story is true and whose story not. Orlando was known to be like a dude who was with it. That was a known fact. You know what I mean? So it's not like it would be surprising. Like it won't be surprising if they said Orlando is the one that actually killed Pac. And you got to look at it from a point of view where he probably wanted revenge, if that's the case. You know what I mean? And he was already a person, from what everybody know, that that was his get up. That's how he was. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say, you know, if they say Orlando done it, I wouldn't really try to say, well, no, he didn't. I wouldn't really have I wouldn't no reason to say he didn't do it. You know what I mean? Because one, he the one who got jumped. You understand? So, you know, when you young, 20 something years old, and you got jumped, and you coming from the streets mentality, one, you want to prove yourself. You know what I mean? You want to prove that, okay, they jumped me, but I look what I did after. Like when you go back to your hood, most of the time, you don't want nobody else to take revenge for you. So by them saying Orlando is the one who did it, and they saying Orlando was known to be that type of person, and he just got jumped, it sounds like it can be. And at the end of the day, God knows best. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? God and the people who were in that car, of course, know what really happened. But I wouldn't be surprised if they said Orlando was the one that killed Pac. Orlando was the one that got jumped. You know what I mean? I don't know if you ever been in a situation where, you know, when you get jumped, you just emotionally, like you all over the place. So And our culture, African American, Black American, Latin American culture, like when you get jumped and somebody, like for example, if you get jumped and somebody come and try to give the gun to somebody next to you, your ego, and like I said, it's a devilish mind game that plays with our community. The devil will come and make it seem like you a sucker. Why you ain't getting revenge? You know what I mean? How you gonna let somebody else put their freedom online because of what happened to you? You better do it. So most of the time, that's how it is in the hood. So I wouldn't be surprised that it was Orlando.
Yeah, I feel you, man. But for me, man, me hearing that Big Dre, he had the gun in Orlando, he took the gun and shot Pac. I don't know, man. That sounds like too much to me, man. It could be Dre, man. But I don't know, man. Who knows?
That don't sound far-fetched, you know what I mean? That don't sound far-fetched when you jump and you emotional and you like, you know what I mean? Like, you just don't think sometimes, like, it doesn't, you know what I mean? And the people who know Orlando, the people who speak about Orlando, you know, they said that's the type of individual he was.
Right. I get it, man. But when you say that a dark-skinned arm is what shot Tupac, I mean, the darkest person in the car was Big Dre. But you know, I mean, who knows, man?
Yeah, who knows? At the end of the day, bro, you know what I mean? Like, and you know, like even when it first happened, Gaddafi, you know, he was numb from it. Like he never went into details. Like, and the crazy part, he seen the people look inside the car. But I don't think we ever even have a conversation with him to say, okay, how did the face look? You know what I mean? So it never really was, because after Pac died, unfortunately, the incident that happened with Gaddafi was 2 months later. And when I said that Gaddafi was numb, like losing Pac, he was never the same. He never really talked about it. He never really, other than him saying he seen the arm of the dark arm come out the window. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you following me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So that's what I'm saying. That's one witness with that. So now, let me get to your point. Where you was talking about.
So my understanding is Gaddafi got killed 2 months after. So
Right.
they saying Gaddafi seen the face of the murderer then.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. If he is dead, then guess what? Anybody can be the killer now. Because Gaddafi is the one saw the face of the murderer. Nobody else seen the face of the murderer. So everybody in the car can be the murderer.
Yeah.
Even though they say Orlando was with the shit, but most guys when they say hey man, I got jumped by these niggas, you go back and say that niggas is ready to down niggas anyway.
Yep. Most definitely.
Niggas is shoot before you shoot.
But at the same time, remember the $1 million hit? Huh?
Okay, so Gary, again, this is what I keep telling you, Ben. Okay, let's get back to the $1 million hit. You got a guy that seen the face of the murderer dead, right? The person that break the shit down. The person that supposed to got the $1 million check for the hit dead. So they can't pull none of the real shit to life. They can't bring real, because if Gaddafi would have still been alive, he's the only one seen the murderer face, something that he'll never forget in his life. They'd have pulled his ass in that office and asked his ass, who was it? He's dead now. So there's no face to the murderer. Any nigga in that car could say, hey, I'm Pac's killer. I the one did it.
Yeah, but 3 of them dead.
It was me. It wasn't him. It was me. You see what I'm saying? So when you break out the real facts, the fact of the matter is the people that had evidence, but the how you said, the rockstone evidence are dead. The ones sitting around talking about, oh, it was me, I did it. It wasn't them. That motherfucker's still alive. Because he's fake. He's lying. He just a motherfucker want to bring this shit back up. Maybe it's some anniversary about to jump off about Pac. Maybe some more shit need to be sold about Pac. Who knows? But the two people that had evidence, stone cold evidence, is dead.
Yeah.
The man that said he got the check, go check it out. They checked that check out and seen that it was real. And guess what? Dead. Oh, you seen Tupac's murderer face? Dead.
Yep. They all snuffed
Now
out.
you talking to an old washed up nigga about to die anyway. He trying to claim his fame all the way out.
Look, it also goes back. Even the dude that's supposed to have gave the gun to him, and the dude that's supposed to have got the money and paid, he did too.
That's what I'm saying. Anybody got look. Anybody know the facts about it is dead.
Shit, Keep It D supposed to be in the car. He ain't dead.
Man, come on, man. Who knows if Keith D was in the car? Who knows?
That's another thing that throws me, because he got one interview. He said first he was in the van, then he got out of the van and jumped in the car with them. So I don't even know if they did, because Suge keeps saying that Orlando wasn't the shooter. Orlando didn't shoot. He keeps saying that.
Okay. So check this out. Again, we have a dilemma. We having a guy that was in the car of a person that got shot up and killed, right?
Yes.
Then you have some guys in another car, Tupac's friend them. One seen the shooter's face because he said the car stopped by their car. It was looking in the car.
Yeah.
They drove off and went right up a little ways, another car up or whatever, and Pac was in the car and he seen an arm come out. That means Gaddafi seen the guy's face. Because most niggas, if you say this, if you pull up on side of my car and looking at me, I'm going to look at you. We're going to have contact.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why this nigga all up in our car like that? Any dude, any person would say that.
And I'm damn sure gonna know who it is.
And you damn sure gonna know the face. And then he say he seen the arm. So that person is dead that seen the face and the arm. The person that said they got a check for $1 million for the hit is dead. Then the person, you know what I'm saying? And then motherfuckers want to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is dead that had something to do with the murder or knowed anything about the murder. Anything about the money or the murder. They all dead. Then you got two supposed to be gang leaders. Oh, one saying I did it, and the other one saying, oh, this guy didn't do it.
Yeah.
So basically, out of that evidence there, that should show you that the fact of the matter is the people that had the facts on the fucking murderer is murder and the murderer's face is dead. Something else is up with this shit, man. Cause the way Keefy D is talking, why he ain't dead? If he got all of this evidence, why he ain't dead?
Why Keefy D ain't dead?
Yeah. Believe me, $1 million. If motherfuckers putting a hit out on somebody for $1 million, think about back in the days when the Mafia put a hit out on somebody.
It got done.
It got done, and anybody knowed anything about or seen anything, what did they done? They got whacked.
They got whacked. That's their turn.
So, there it again. It's a mafioso hit, and anybody that's seen anything
Okay, check this out though. Now you know that there are no murders that can or ever have been committed in Vegas without being a mafia hit or mafia consent because they run Vegas. It is their town.
Well, all I can say is this here: with that type of money, that's a mafioso hit.
Yeah, the mob had to have something to do with it, I say.
Well, I'm not gonna say the mob because you got to say, it's a lot of shit that stirred up with Tupac. You got to understand his background. You got to understand what he say he wasn't gonna do. You got to understand the niggas that's over him. You got to understand him and Suge wasn't that close.
I know that. That shit was a front.
You see what I'm saying? So all of this shit in here, the shit he was saying, if you go back and look at the video of when him and Snoop Dogg was sitting on side of each other and he was saying shit, and Snoop eyes open wide like, oh shit. Like, you finna get us killed, man.
Snoop was scared to death.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to tell you. You gotta think about the big picture, man. This shit happens so much over and over and over, and have people thinking that, oh, the murder is either deceased or killed himself or overdose, and the murderer still moves around. Don't you know if they want to hit on you, they ain't much got to have an American person do it. They go get some motherfucker from another country that's a fucking Navy SEAL or good shot or what they call them, motherfuckers, sharpshooters or them kind of people that do hits. We watch movies like this all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So you talking about $1 million hit, dude. $1 million hit, if it don't get carried out right, everybody dies.
Yeah.
Everybody dies. If not, we're gonna get some. If not, we're gonna put up false narratives and arrest motherfuckers to say his killer got arrested. Now dead.
Okay. Look, so now let's back up to what you said about the fight. Remember you were saying about the fight? You said it'd be a parade or whatever, the pitch we went for all that shit. So let's take it here. All right.
Look at the parade.
Okay, that's Orlando Anderson right here. You see him right here with the jersey on. He walking through the crowd. He by himself. The dude said he was going to use the bathroom or something. He like, you want me to come with you? He's like, nah, I'm gonna go by myself. So this just in a fucking casino now. Okay. Okay. Now at this time he done spotted it. He's seeing. So he's approaching him. They over here somewhere. Okay, I gotta start that over because it ain't came up yet, huh? I gotta start all the way back over.
They're in the lobby now. They walking through the lobby.
Yeah.
Now I think something is happening now.
Okay, I'm trying to see. Damn, I was that far behind.
No, you right there. Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Right here, huh?
Yeah.
All right. All right, let me bag up. All right. Let me bag it up.
So could I ask you, look, and the cold thing about it.
What?
Hey, and the cold thing about it, bro, why you only got angles, a camera angle from one side when the cameras is everywhere in the Vegas?
You got multiple cameras. This just a camera just surveilling in the elevators. I know this exact area. All these elevators in here. Different. It got different hallways to the elevators.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas. I know, but I'm saying it's
saying in that
cameras
particular
everywhere,
casino,
even in the
though.
elevator.
All right. No, I'm just saying in that particular casino, that camera. I actually got pictures by this thing. See, now look. Now everybody's stomping him out, kicking the shit out of us. Okay. Did I pause that? All right. Yeah. So now you see everybody getting up out of there now. So get more there. See?
Oh,
Now they getting up out of there.
They fighting. Oh man, they fighting and they jumping him. What?
Now see, now see how all the people started following them. Now people just started following them. See, that's another camera. Once you get a bunch of movement, the cameras start moving, following your ass. They had that much technology back then, so you can't tell me there wasn't no fucking cameras all along the street.
You can't tell me if they got all them motherfucking cameras now, they don't know who the killer is.
This is my thing. They got evidence and footage and pictures that hadn't been shown, because for one, the feds was following them, was watching them. They seen everything that happened. They got video with fucking gun flash, muzzle flash, every fucking thing, bro. I'm willing to bet that. And all of that is gonna come out in the trial. Because they saying that this trial is gonna be bigger than the fucking OJ trial. So all of these evidence that we hadn't seen in 30 years, they got that shit. They got it. You know they always keeping some top secret shit.
Oh yeah, they gonna pull out some shit.
Just like, go ahead.
One thing about it, he didn't put himself in a predicament where he's not ever getting out of jail. He's gonna die there.
Well, shit, he's 60 already.
It doesn't matter, but he ain't gonna die how you think he's gonna die.
Shit, the motherfucker gonna do him something in jail.
Nah. Okay.
He ain't safe. He won't be safe in jail.
Okay, so again, he won't live out the rest of his days in prison. He won't be living even probably before this trial. If they hiding something big, and this is gonna he will not last to the trial.
Oh, they're gonna knock him out of there, is what you're saying.
You fucking right.
No, I don't know if he hiding nothing. I'm saying the law enforcement.
No, listen, bro. Order to go to trial. You saying and look, they already did some shit trying to show evidence and stuff. The little evidence they showed, that was enough for the people, right? Oh yeah, we got the killer. The killer's dead now, right?
Yeah. So
this guy pops up and say he's the killer. He you know what I'm saying? This person, I know about the $1 million contract.
Okay.
Huh? So that makes the CIA and the FBI have to come out with evidence of going to search where that $1 million check was cashed at. Because once they find out who wrote the check, that's it right there.
Yeah, it's got a trail.
There's a paper trail to it. And for him to come out saying that shit there, oh man, he would not live to see the trial.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he lived this long. He been talking for 5 years.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what. Let me tell you this there. He been around this long because he kept his fucking mouth shut.
Now he been talking the last 4 or 5 years. He been on the fucking
man. That compared to 20 some years, nobody was taking that when he was talking. Nobody wasn't taking him serious.
Nah, not really.
Nobody was taking him serious because they were 4 or 5 years ago and shit like that. They was dealing with other motherfuckers. Like, man, this motherfucker just talking.
Yep.
Then he happened to start. Then he happened to spark somebody by saying something and gave up some evidence when he say it was me. Oh, it was you, huh? How it was you? This is why he's on all of these platforms and all of these motherfuckers gathering the information from him from different people. That's why they ask him different questions every time. And that's why he get different, giving out different answers. That's why he be like, man, y'all already asked me this. What y'all trying to make me go to jail? Well, yeah, you'd already told somebody you was there. We just want to clarify some more shit. What else you know? You tell me how many motherfucking really serial killers is coming out talking about, oh, I killed this person, unless they just want to be caught. Difference between a serial killer or something like that, they gonna tell you where the body's at.
Okay.
And gonna take you to him.
Well,
like I said, he will probably not make it to if it's gonna be a trial. If they gotta pull out, if it's shots run from they see the spark of the gunfire and all that shit there. Come on, they got technology right now where they can zoom in and take pictures from this data right now. Data is the same kind of data, bro, when it's going through these data machines. And all it's going to do is depictify who was the shooter.
Yeah, I want to know this. I mean, Reggie been credible for a minute, but at the same time, some motive have been established because it makes you think and wonder. Because first of all, you know, Suge gave Orlando like 60 grand to come to court and say that he was breaking up the fight and he didn't kick him. You looking at the video, Suge was stomping the shit out of him too, right? So it makes you think that they was working with him because it just seemed like a big ass fucking setup instead of just a fight. And they went to kill him, bro. Like, I don't. It just.
So how long that people was going around thinking Suge killed Pop?
From the beginning, as soon as the trigger was pulled.
Thank you. So they thought he was the killer. Now you got this guy was framed the killer. He's dead, but Suge not dead.
Yeah, they was trying to kill both of them from what it looked like.
Okay, so can I tell you this? Well, how could Suge be the killer if he took a bullet in his head? Oh, in his head too. So let's look at it like that then.
You remember I ran into you about the security guard, the dude that was a federal agent, right? Okay. Now this guy, D. Ray Richardson, he said he got paperwork that remember I told you Reggie owned the security company, right? And he told the guys don't have a gun. Told them don't have guns. Remember I told you that? Remember we ran it about that? Okay. So let's run this content here. Let's run this right here. Because I found something very interesting. Very interesting. So let me see. Let me get to this. All right, right here. Come on, let's go.
Introducing the Ungun, the non-lethal self-defense platform. Lightweight and simple to use. It uses an easy-to-load.
Yeah.
At the Keyshawn Johnson draft
Check out
party,
this,
in where Suge had allegedly asked him, "How come there's no security on Pop?" And Reggie said, "Yeah, you know that nigga fired my security company." Yeah. And Reggie said that Suge said, "Well, Tupac don't pay for security. I pay for security." And then Reggie goes on to say Tupac was laughing and say, "Yeah, I was just joking." That was supposed to be in April of 1996, right? That happened. So if that's true, right, which I really don't know, then Tupac would have fired Reggie twice. So what that means is Tupac really didn't like Reggie. He wasn't really that fond of Reggie Wright, because what I have right here, right now, I have the actual sent from Tupac's company, Euthanasia, basically firing Reggie Wright and his security services. And, you know, you're going to have a lot of people come out and basically say, well, you know,
Look like I'm
that's phony. That's not real. Oh, no.
So let's bring in Reggie.
No. We're not going to do that today. See, because I have another document, right, showing that Yasmin Fula, Yaki Gaddafi's mom, was a trusted individual, family friend of Tupac Shakur. And I have another document in which was sent to her involving Tupac being on a television show, and it'll show you that she was the person in charge of Euthanasia, and that this fax right here that you're looking at was sent at Tupac's direction regarding Reggie and his security firm at that particular time. As you see in the top left-hand corner, Euthanasia, that same signal that Tupac actually had on his chain, right?
Yep.
And like I said, as I get closer to the document, right, you see once this is faxed, you know, they would stamp. This is a stamp right here where you see the thing that's faxed. That's a stamp to say that this was actually faxed on August 27th, 1996. Ironically, this was sent on the very same day that David Kenner was also actually fired by Tupac Shakur. Facts. You know how I know? Because Yasmin Fula was the one who wrote up the letter at the direction of Tupac, firing David Kenner also, right? But Reggie's told you that, well, you know, Pac was never going to leave. You know, I never heard it from Pac that he was going to leave Death Row. No, you didn't have that kind of relationship with Tupac, according to this facts, right? And like I said, if what you were saying on the Bomb First video that you said in regards to the April thing at the Keyshawn Johnson draft party, if that was true, then Tupac fired you more than once. Correct? So now, once again, here it is. The facts. 2. Right Way Security from Tupac A. Shakur. The fax number 310-630-6624. Pages 1. Right? And in the top corner, they have something redacted, right? Which is commonplace. The date, once again, 8/27/1996. And the fax is regarding services no longer required. None of the boxes underneath of that were checked. Oh, and then the comments are very important because it's a handwritten signature that says Reggie, comma, please be advised that as of this date, I no longer require security services from Right Way Protective Services. Thank you. And it is signed by Tupac A. Shakur. It's real, y'all. It's real. And for the people who want to entertain the notion that this is somehow not real, this document right here, it's from the Saturday Night Special TV show that was filmed over in Culver City at Culver City Studios. I'm sorry, my bad. CBS Studio Center in Studio City at that particular time. Once again, it was CBS Studios in Studio City, right? And its attention to the date, April 25th, 1996, Miss Yasmin Fula of Euthanasia Incorporated. Dear Yasmin, thank you very much for confirming Tupac Shakur's appearance on Saturday Night Special taping Saturday, April 27th, 1996, y'all. So this right here corroborates the fact that Yasmin Fula was in charge of Euthanasia. Yasmin Fula was the one who actually sent this fax as well as the one who prepared the letter releasing David Kenner and firing David Kenner, should I say, and no longer needing his services. Now, I can give you the reason as to why Lightweight and Reggie was fired. Basically for the same reason David Kenner was fired, because Tupac wanted to get his material, right? And I'm going to show you other documentation in regards to that. He wanted to listen to his music outside the studio, and they wouldn't let him have it, right? And it was Reggie's security firm at that time who was enforcing this rule, right? This draconian rule that the #1 artist in the country at that time, or basically in the world, could not have his own music and listen to it outside of the studio. And as you see, this right here, this facts right here, as well as Yasmin Fuller talking about how she was the one who prepared the letter also to David Kenner. You see, so now we get back to the Tupac being signed to death row, right? You see Yasmin on the other letter, she was the one that confirms Tupac's appearance basically on the Saturday night special, right? And at Tupac's direction, she was the one who prepared this fax as well as the letter to David Kenner. Like I told y'all before, Tupac was his own man. You know, and like I said, it appears to me, based on the fact that, you know, Tupac had Yasmin prepare this, that he wasn't that very fond of Reggie or his security services, because he said he no longer needed them. The thing that strikes me most is Tupac was basically shot 2 weeks later, if you will. Well, a week later, and died 2 weeks, within a 2 week span, if you will. A little over a 2 week span after this fax was sent. Right? Now, I'm not saying any kind of as to anybody's involvement in that, but like I said, these are the facts. This is a fact, right? You know, you see it how you want to see it. Like I said, me personally, I'm just looking at the dates and comparing the dates into the timeline, if you will. So, like I said, I don't know the rest. I wasn't in Vegas. I don't know what happened in Vegas in regards to that. Like I say, I know some of the things that were said by Frank Alexander and a few other people, right? In Frank Alexander's book in regarding to all of that other stuff that I said. But like I said, at the end of the day, I really don't know the facts into that. But what I'm bringing you today is the facts and the facts that Tupac Shakur had sent on August 27th, 1996. That also proves that Tupac was his own man, had Euthanasia as his own company, and like I said, the company that was gonna embody, or should I say be the parent company of all of the other things that he was doing or beginning to do when he was gonna leave death row at that particular time. These are facts, y'all. Your boy Del Rey. Straight.
So that's another thing that you gotta factor into it. So dude told him don't have no gun, and he ended up getting killed. So therefore, he didn't have no bodyguard. He ain't had no protection. Right?
That's it. That's what, according to what old boy was saying, he didn't have none. But still, Suge say that he was the one that had the protection there. Even though Pac didn't have. Go ahead.
So it was coming out of his money. It was coming out of Pac money though. So Pac, because they say Pac did an audit. That's why he started firing all the motherfuckers, because he was looking for where his money at. And all his money was going to bullshit that they couldn't account for. So he just started firing motherfuckers until he was getting to the bottom of it. So they saying that's another cross that's thrown up in the conspiracy of why Pac was taken out that night. So,
well, like I said, that type of money being slang on your head, bro. Come on, man. That's greater than these little peons that's talking. That's greater than Suge Knight. That's greater than Suge Knight. How the fuck you in prison, and if you had all that goddamn money, how can you not get out?
Nah,
Even when they had you at a bail.
We went over that last night. You know why he couldn't get out.
So this is what I'm saying. It's who knows, bro. When you're messing with the industry, it's called the industry for you. I don't understand why Pac is the only one you look at when there's tons of motherfuckers that losing their life the same way. When you get into that industry.
Yeah.
So hey, you know, motherfuckers. I don't know why they bringing it back up out of all of these years. Shit. Maybe it's an anniversary or something coming up. I don't know.
Well, it's the anniversary of what happened.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was the anniversary. Well, that's what happened. Now everybody want to jump in the anniversary. So the next anniversary, they'll say, "Oh, Keefe D, they found that Keefe D was a murderer, and he's not really the murderer, but he also died in jail some kind of way." Yeah, it's you know, when you start talking, yeah, you got big ass ears that's listening. Big ass ears. When you got big ass ears that's listening, them bunny rabbits, they gonna hop to your ass when it's time to, you know what I'm saying? They gonna hop to your ass, and if like I said, everybody has something to do with it, and it seen the face and had something to do with some money get talked about, and meeting somebody that gave him the money is dead.
Yeah.
Everybody said that, oh, one killed him, and then now the other one saying he killed him. The one, now he didn't kill him, but you know, he don't want to tell the truth who killed him. So it's like, how can you even wrap your mind on who's the killer? I can't wrap my mind on now one of them being the killer because the $1 million motherfucking check. I can't wrap my mind around now one of them being the killer because the one that saw the killer's eyes is dead. I can't wrap my mind around it now. All of a sudden, you coming out after all of these years saying you the killer?
That's what the man say. Well, he never said he was the killer. He said that his nephew was the killer. What?
Like you say, if you put yourself in a crime scene, your ass the killer too.
Okay. That's what he said. Okay.
I don't understand why a motherfucker will put themselves in a crime scene. Like not right in the crime scene, but the fucking the car which the shooter was in.
Well, actually he said that dude recorded him, he didn't know.
Say what?
Hold up. All right. This is what I'm saying. This is the point I'm trying to stress across.
To testify on somebody for what? To be saying that Orlando was the shooter and Keefe was in on it, that he was in on it, that Orlando was the shooter, Orlando was the shooter, Orlando was the shooter, Orlando was the shooter, and Keefe was in on it, and Keefe was in on it, and Keefe was in on it, that he had full knowledge of what was going down, and it was revenge for Orlando getting beaten up by Tupac and his team at the MGM after the Tyson fight. Is that correct?
No.
Then who shot Tupac? Then who shot Tupac?
No.
Then who?
No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that. No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that. No.
Then who shot Tupac?
It wasn't Anderson, so that's all I got to say about that part.
To summarize, you are saying Orlando was not the shooter, although you won't say who the shooter was. You are not saying whether Keefe was involved in any way in the shooting. And you are saying that if you're called to testify by either side, you will not comply, you will not testify. Do I have that right?
1,000%. I wouldn't go, I wouldn't testify, none of that.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Like I said.
Nah.
Like I said. You got one was a great sacrifice, and you because one saw, and you had another one got killed because he saw the shooter's face. You getting it? Look, you listening at Suge Knight saying no, he's not the killer, but I'm not gonna tell you who he is. So this motherfucker just put himself in the car of a fucking car of the. I'm talking about. Think about it. If you had something to do with a motherfucking drive-by shooting and it's a murderer, nigga, you just gonna get much time as the killer. You said you had something to do with it, though. So at the end of the day, is let's find out where this $1 million check leads to. This paper trail.
Yeah.
Cause hey, don't you know it's got movies like this to take down a cartel, right? They shot these detectives, right? This movie called I forgot the name of this movie, but they played and it was really good. Where these guys went under the they went underground and then they went to meet this drug lord, right? And they live in this life. They live in this life. And they say in order to get to the killers or the big man, you got to follow the paper trail. So they mentioned them. They look in this story of Tupac. They say it was $1 million hit put out. A check was written and it was gave and it was cashed. So paper trail will find out who is the killer. Because you can't just come up with $1 million cash and write $1 million check if you ain't no powerful motherfucker.
Yeah. But look, let's get back to this. Now you heard what Suge said, right? He said Anderson definitely wasn't the killer, wasn't the shooter.
So he was a sacrifice then.
No, we're about to see. Let's see. Now let's get this story out.
So let's talk about what happens next. You know, based on what the book says, Zip gave you guys a Glock, and you guys tossed it in the back seat. And Bubble Up was the driver, and Baby Lane and Freaky were in the back seat.
We was just all in the car together.
Okay. This was the white Cadillac.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are driving around, and then you hear these girls say, "Tupac, Tupac."
No, we coming up, what's the name? What's that, Flamingo? Yeah, I think that's Flamingo. He's coming up Flamingo and got to the light. He was going to go drink and smoke some weed, and he happened to be hanging out the window. He was hanging out the window like he was in a parade.
Tupac.
Yeah, he was.
So what happens next?
And we just came, and shit. I ain't gonna go into the details like that, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you got it in the book, You done played it, everything else, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Well,
man.
in the book, you said that
Get the
as
fuck
you're
out.
driving up towards the BMW, with Suge driving and Tupac in the passenger seat, and you said that Tupac pulled out a gun.
It looked like he was reaching, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
This it get crazy about a fucking every time, bro. This nigga say, nigga, if you riding by looking for somebody in the car, they unaware. How the hell they gonna be? How you know that he was reaching for a gun? Like, how do you know he was reaching for a gun?
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you actually see a gun?
Oh shit. Once he got the region, I got the ducking.
So someone from your car started shooting at Tupac and Suge.
Lane starts blasting. You say Suge looks over, he sees you.
Yeah.
He looks right at you.
Yeah, he looked at me.
Okay. He looks over at you, and then Tupac's busy getting shot. Evidently, the story is Tupac's trying to either get out
In
of
the back seat or something.
Yeah. What do you see happening inside their
Jumping
car?
in. I seen a bullet going Suge head. I thought he was dead.
So Orlando shot across Dre?
He leaned over on the window. We rolled down the window, popped.
The fuck out.
They would drove on my side. I would popped them. You know what I'm saying? But they was on the other side.
Right.
I'm not gonna go into details on that one. Keep it streets on.
Dumbass motherfucker.
I'm gonna go ahead and read from the book.
Well,
so
let them buy the book then.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna read this passage.
He's
The
trying
shit
to
was
sell
on. Tupac made an erratic move and began to reach down.
What you say?
He's trying to sell a book. You hear him? Let me read this little part out there. Well, let him buy the book then. Get the fuck out of here, you man.
This seat.
What
It
he
was the
did.
first and only time in my life that I could relate to the police command. Keep your hand. As erratic move and to reach down beneath his seat. It was the first and only time in my life that I could relate to the police command. Keep your hands where I could see them. Instead, Pac pulled out a strap, and that's when the fireworks started. One of my guys from the back seat grabbed the Glock and started busting back. The first shot skinned Suge in the head, and I thought that motherfucker was dead. I had heard some stories, supposedly that Suge used Tupac as a shield when the bullets started flying, but that's some bullshit. Suge was already wounded, and he was the one that got touched. As the rounds continued flying, I ducked down so I wouldn't get hit.
Yeah.
This dude is cornball.
What went through your head when you saw that? They shoot my nigga.
So the bullets started flying. Tupac and Suge's car get all shot up. Was there, and I'd heard different versions of the story, but the one version I heard was that that their entourage started shooting back.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Does anyone from the death row side return fire?
Yes.
Okay. Can you say who that was?
Yeah, he's no longer with us. His name one of Suge's right-hand guy, our good friend, Alton McDonald. He chased the car down. He also received one gunshot to his vehicle. His car was shot. He had a black Toyota Supra. And him and another guy returned shots at that car.
Yeah, they saying they left their guns at home though. They started shooting back. Then some chicks was in the sea breeze, started following the white sea breeze, ragtop sea breeze.
Why were the girls?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's crazy.
But I guess their window got shot out.
Front windshield, yeah. Yeah.
And they stopped following you at that
Yeah,
point.
exactly.
I've talked to a couple people that were there about this situation, and from what they told me was that, you guys came up, the car that you were in came up behind Tupac's car. You guys didn't, the cars were not facing each other.
No.
They were not.
Right.
behind them. And you know, when you look
side
by side. So how would you even see Tupac reach for anything if you're driving behind him?
We weren't driving behind. I tell you, we was side by side at the light.
Oh, okay. You guys were already side by side when it
Yeah.
happened.
Hey.
Man.
So another thing.
I mean, I don't know what to say about it. This guy's fucking. It's unbelievable.
Look, so another thing, Ben. He's saying that it was some girls following him in a white Sea Breeze or some kind of Sea Breeze car, right? So
Yeah, that was the
getting
girls
to
that Tupac was hollering out the window at. So I guess when the shooting started, they just fucking took off. They didn't know they was following them.
But he's saying that they was following the girls was following. He just said out his mouth. The girls know we following them, right? So if they just got out a shooting and somebody's following you, you don't think they didn't have cell phones then though to call 911?
911 was called. That's why the police was there. What you mean?
But I'm saying we're following the shooters right now that got getting away.
No, you missing like these were some females actually had to be fans or groupies, right? Pac was hollering at them, telling them to come to the club or whatever they say. That's what he was telling them. So the shooting started and the Cadillac took off. So shit, they don't know what the fuck is going on. So they just take off. So it ain't really like they was following them or trying to follow the car. They was just out of panic, just fucking trying to get the fuck from where the bullets was at. You know what I mean? So that's what I get out of that situation. It ain't like they was following them. I don't see them.
When you go back to seeing how he explains it though, if everybody's trying to get away, then you ain't gonna get. He explained the make of the car and the drop top of it and all kind of shit. So what I'm trying to say is this here. For a person that's getting the fuck up out of there after they ain't got through with a drive-by shooting, them motherfuckers, how far did the girl and them follow him? Because he noticed they was following him. He know what kind of car it was. So if they pull up and them the girls that Tupac was hollering at, and then the shooting started happening, then what? His story is all over the place, man.
Oh, we know that.
His story is all, like I said, that's why he's trying to sell the book. He's trying to sell a book. He kept saying, let him get by the book. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, we know. He
what he did. He didn't want his life for death. He didn't just put death on himself. That's all he did. Go to trial, and they find out where that money come from. Where anybody can find a paper trail. Just like a lot of people can get false documents on why they go to prison too. Yeah, you got who print that stuff up? DEA. You got motherfuckers. How do they make movies? They got screenwriters. They got people type up movies. They got all kind of shit. How do you think people? The president read off prompters? He got somebody writing for him. So hey, it's good story writers.
Oh yeah, you know that.
So like I said, the ones that really had the ones that know and had facts about some shit is dead. Everything else is speculations and how they can keep making money off of Tupac right now. How they can have make the documentary and how they can sell books. This is my side of the story. This is what really happened.
They just dropped one. Yeah, they actually just dropped one.
Like I said, I don't must be involved in that shit, looking it up and all that little shit there. I see how it is. I just like all of a sudden you get motherfuckers that really did crimes and shit and don't say nothing. Sit there and they can have strong cold evidence on a motherfucker like, I didn't do it, not guilty. Then you get these motherfuckers up on here. Oh, I had something to do with it. Yeah, whoa. You know what I'm saying? And then all the evidence, these motherfuckers laughed at me. Oh, you want to go to jail? Okay, we'll take your ass to jail just because you say you did something. And all the proceeds of him writing a book is not gonna go to his ass anyway.
Well, you got to sell a lot of them.
Shit is gone. Hey, bro, all that shit is gone. That is not finna be no bestseller, I tell you that. What them two guys named Cisco and Weaver or something, they gonna get that shit 2 thumbs down.
Shit, they already fucking everybody already know what the fuck done happened. Shit, they don't need no fucking book from him.
Yeah, what you gonna read a book? You can't even, you know what I'm saying? They already done made a documentary about Tupac and all that old shit. You want to write a book like, oh, this is what really happened in the car. Shit, the only one could make money off is this Pac, not Pac, but Suge. He's a survivor of a bullet wound. So his book will sell better than this one. Shit. That's why they say, hey man, you're worth more dead than alive, because they can make all kind of stories up and bring shit up, and, you know, and still make money off you. Give you a holiday just to make money off you. It's Tupac's day. Come on, man, you ain't no rookie at this, knowing how this shit goes when you in the industry. Shit. Come on, man. You know how it is. They talk about it all the time. You know, they tell you that. I don't know why anybody want to be a rapper. I want to be famous. I don't know why anybody want. That's just like, yeah, you asking yourself to die. Oh, because you got a little voice and a little talent. Motherfucker, you ain't got no money to put, you ain't got no front money up, nigga. The motherfuckers gonna tell you, look, if we give you $100 grand, we want 90% of your motherfucking everything.
Shit, if they give you $100 grand, they want 100 million back.
Yeah, you ain't getting shit out of that. You just dancing on stage for lunch money.
Shit, that's equivalent to a fucking job that ain't paying shit. You go there every day.
You
put gas money in.
You might be making what? How much? You might be making about $25 an hour just to dance, rap a little something. And how much? I mean, you don't even much get the equivalent of the tickets that been sold.
Okay, you know, just talking about the internet and all that. This is I guess this is about cell phones. I was thinking it's a test tomorrow.
I told you the cell phones. They said they were gonna cut them off tomorrow for about 30 seconds or 30 minutes. One of them two. Either way it go.
I'm gonna pull it. Give me
30 seconds is a long motherfucking time for them to do anything they want to do.
Shut off communication, huh? Let me play this. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. What the fuck?
At QVC, find all things fall.
From nearly every cell phone in America will sound an alert at the same time. The FCC and FEMA will test the nation's emergency alert system on Wednesday, October 4th at 2:20 in the afternoon. Hundreds of millions of cell phones that are on and within range of a cell tower will receive a message. This is a test. This is the second test of this kind. The first one 5 years ago took many by surprise because it came with little or no warning.
So it's just a test for the.
So this is what I don't understand. So if they did it before and didn't warn us about it, why is they warning us now though?
So nobody won't be like, what the fuck is going on?
But they don't have to warn. They don't say nothing when they got a Amber Alert going on and warn you then.
But that's not going off
Folks
on
don't be
everybody's
sending you
phone
out
in
an
the
Amber
world.
Alert. Huh?
That's not going off on everybody's phone in the world. That's only for people in that area by that tower
But we
in that
saying
area, so
FEMA
they
is
can
doing
find.
that though.
But it's it's everywhere. It's not just in one spot.
This is what I'm saying. So when everything kick off, do AI kicks on?
I don't know. Do it.
Because if look, check your house out. Check your say if your lights go out in your city, right? Lights go in your whole town, lights get off. And if you have a generator, right? What do your generator do?
Kick on, huh?
Yeah. It don't take your generator 30 seconds to kick on. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. They have to alert us for what's to come, dude. That's the how you say it? That's the natural law of the land of the world. They have to alert us. That's how they supposed to do it. And then we got to accept it. And so when that 30 seconds hit, I just don't understand if everything going on. What the shit? I'm gonna cut my phone off anyway. Nobody calls me anyway. They said computers, everything.
Hey.
So if it's a computer running a system, if it's a computer that's running a system to like motels that can lock you in the doors, right? And lock you in elevators, right? So you'll be stuck in elevators, you'll be stuck wherever you at for 30 seconds.
No. That ain't even what's going on.
They say they cut down computers.
That's what's happening.
Listen, they said they was gonna cut off all computers.
That's not what that. All right, let me pull an article up, because what you saying is not what they saying. That's supposed to be going down. I'll pull that article up. Hold up.
Pull up the article and watch what it tells you.
What you saying? Yeah, I'm going to the New York Post. Yeah, because what you saying is that's not what they.
So they ain't say they were gonna cut off computers?
No, they said sell. They didn't say nothing about cutting nothing off. It totally didn't say nothing about cutting nothing off. I don't know who told you that. Where you heard that one from?
It's more than in one thing you read from. It's multiple of them. Some of them say they
where
were
you
cutting
heard.
off. I heard it on TV.
Oh, you watch too much TV, man. You better get a news.
No, I don't watch too much TV. I don't.
Okay.
I just when I hear something, I look it
Good.
up.
Here you go, right here. Your electronic device may alarm you on Wednesday afternoon, but there's a reason for that. The nationwide test of Federal Emergency Alert System will be broadcast approximately 2:20 p.m. to cell phones, television, radios across the United States. That don't say nothing about turning nothing off. It's just an alert. Most Americans with wireless cell devices will receive an emergency alert message on their phones, as will most whose television and radios are on when the test occurs. So I'm trying to see where you get something gonna cut off at. I'm missing that. Where you say you got seen that at? Where you heard that at?
Keep looking, Ben. Keep looking. You on the thing? I heard it on the radio or the TV.
Yeah.
Some of the stations. They say some of the stations gonna now be broadcast.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the. Let me see if I can find. Let me go to the New York Post. New York Post. All right. Wait. Okay, go back up. New York Post. Okay. All right. Yeah, here we go. What we got here? Streaming below. Okay. I don't even see that here. I don't even see nothing about it here. And they usually number one for every fucking thing. This is probably where you can get the most attention, which is all gonna be a lot no matter what. Let me go back to it. No, I don't. Okay. Nope. Okay, let me back up out of that shit because it's not there.
Well, we'll definitely see tomorrow.
Yeah, you will see tomorrow.
So
nope. I just told them to text me so that they can't. I told them to text me. Don't call me.
So Ben, since you asked me who I thought was the killer, who you think is the killer?
Shit, big boy, like they said, with the evidence that got gathered. Shit, big boy could be the only killer, the only one that pulled the trigger.
Cause you seen a black arm. All of what you had, white boys in the car or something at night. A arm is an arm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So is that enough evidence? That means shit. They might want to take the evidence and saying Pac pulled a gun and shot first. Then.
Yeah. That's what he said. He said the Pac went down.
And then it was a time like he's black too. He's dark too.
Well, we have nothing there, so we got it. Yeah, I mean that's what he said. He said that it was a big black arm. But yeah, man. Let me get up out of here, man. We're gonna set this and nine and this, and we might pop out on them again tonight. So yeah, you gonna take us out of here, big bro?
Oh yeah. Blessings in your face. Know that your cup is filled for any and every occasion. That's any and every occasion, whether it's good or bad. Now go out there with a smile and make somebody else smile. It's the garment you keep. You heard me? Hey, Ben. Love you, man. Stay up, brother.
Love you too, big brother. And we'll do this again. We might pop back out on them again tonight. You never know. You never know. Might pop back again on them, But yeah. Trilogy Vision.
Stay safe out
real
there,
talk. Yeah, y'all like, share, subscribe, get our numbers up. We trying to do something special here, tonight. Well, today is night somewhere. But anyway, we was on the September 11th thing. We're still going in on the part, because this seems like it's a very relevant topic right now. So that's why we're very interested in that, and I think we had a great dialogue about it. Peace. See y'all next. Love y'all. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. So when I drop this shit, bam, it comes straight to you. You can log in and you can get a weekend. Trilogy Vision. Get it!